Hey beautiful people, you're welcome to my channel once again. My name is Gloria. If you're new here, you are absolutely welcome. You are welcome to RIA'S. So let's just run into our topic for today. Today's topic is going to be based on the practical oral glucose tolerance test. That is so long. When you go for your glucose tolerance test, what happens? So in the UK, like I said in my previous video, when you are between 24 and 28 weeks, you are offered the glucose tolerance test. That is to check for gestational diabetes. I'll be using my water as our glucose drink. Hopefully by God's grace it may come out smooth. For some others that may not be the case, but nonetheless, don't worry about it. Whenever your result comes back, if it's not so good, if there's high level of sugar, they would help you on how to contain it and the type of food to eat, you know, how to keep hydrated, and just all the necessary things that you have to do. Today I'm going to take us to our glucose tolerance test for all the pregnant women that are yet to get to that phase. Some of you may just have gone through that phase, so you can easily relate. What about those that are yet to get there? I'm sure you're like, what am I going to face? I remember my friend calling me up and saying, Gloria, I got the letter. What is gestational diabetes? Gestational diabetes is a high blood sugar, which is glucose, that occurs during pregnancy, okay? It's usually disappears afterwards. For some persons it doesn't. It may lead to the stage 2 and all of that diabetes, which I'm not going to go into, but for the most case it tends to disappear after baby. It has been observed to come or to appear between the 2nd and the 3rd trimester of pregnancy, and that is why when you are between 24th and your 28 weeks, they would offer you the test. How do we go about this test? The first thing is you get a letter inviting you for your glucose tolerance test, or your midwife books you for it. It happens mostly in the morning. In fact, I don't think there's anywhere they do it in the afternoon or whatsoever, so they'll tell you to come in as early as 8 o'clock. Your time will be stated on the letter because you're not the only one that will be there. Loads of pregnant women will be there. To attend late, you may end up being in a queue, and usually it's first come, first serve. Depending on the distance of the house to the hospital, okay, try and go maybe an hour earlier than the time. It's better and it's more safer for you, because the later you get there, the much later you are going to eat your food, okay? They'll tell you to not eat after 10 p.m. the previous night. So for example, if you are to go tomorrow morning, from tonight 10 p.m. I cannot eat anything. Like, don't let any food go through your mouth whatsoever. The only thing that you're allowed to have is water, and even with that water you're not allowed to gulp. You're allowed to take sips here and there, you know, just so you don't distort your sugar level. Food is going to distort the result that is going to come, okay? So they just want to get as much unbiased result as possible. Does that make sense? For me, before I leave the house, remember, you are not eating anything. I always like to stuff my bag with snacks, biscuits, you know, any worthwhile little snacks that you think you can handle, okay? I also take sandwiches, a drink, either a soft drink or water, okay? Just have it in my bag because you will be hungry. Pregnant women don't like staying without food. Not that you're eating obsessively, you just want to satisfy that craving, that early morning craving, okay? When you get there, you have books. There may be books for you to engage yourself, but another thing that can always engage you, if you don't want to be on your phone, you can go with a book, okay? And I really felt good because I read a sizable portion of the book, rather than being at the hospital and just maybe dozing off or something. But go with something that you enjoy, okay? Once you go in, you will be told to go take a blood sample from here. Okay. I don't know about you, I hate needles. I always don't like looking at it. They take different samples of blood from this same place at the time you start. So always important is to note the time that you started. Usually the midwives will do that for you, but you also note it, okay? After you take your blood the first time, mark the time. The next thing is they'll give you a drink. It is maybe 200 ml, I don't know, of drink. It's like Lucozade Boost or something, but it's sugary. And then they will tell you to take it between 5 and 10 minutes. Don't take it less than 5 minutes. So even if it's very little like that, don't gulp it down, don't rush it down because you're hungry. Take your time and sip it in, but look at the time when you're doing so. You don't want to do it too fast. At the same time, you don't want to do it too slow. So after that, wait for 1 hour. After 1 hour, and this is a time where your books or your book or the magazine, your phone will really be engaging to you, you would be advised to sit in one place. They usually will tell you not to walk around because walking around may alter your sugar level. So the first thing is they take your blood to know what your sugar level was before you took the sugary drink. And after an hour, when it's like 5 minutes to the time, finish drinking, let's say at 10 a.m., they'll tell you to go back when it's 5 minutes to 11, or maybe it's 10:55. Go stand at the door. So it doesn't matter if there are hundreds of ladies queuing, you are a priority, okay? Because your blood has already been taken prior, you've taken the drink, they need to monitor you like at a go, okay? So break protocols. This is a good time where protocols are broken. Go in there, stand by the door, and they will usher you in, or they will call you. After that, they take your blood, they tell you to go and wait again. Time is very much regimented, okay? So always look at the time. It's strictly the time becomes your best friend from then onwards. With my son, I went to my husband's. It wasn't so boring, we would talk, and all of that. But the second time, because of COVID, I was alone. Most of the women were alone, although a few of them came with their husbands, which I don't know, they have so many reasons for coming. After your 1 hour of waiting again, you go in when it's like 5 minutes. So when you go in for your second blood withdrawal, note the time when your blood was taken, and after that, so if it was taken, let's say 11:30 to 12:25, okay, then you're at the door again telling them it's time, okay, because everything needs to be accurate. After the first 1 hour of waiting, you go again for the third time when your blood will be taken. It is actually a very dense, tiring process. Even though it's just 2 hours, it's like one of the longest 2 hours of your life. I don't know how, but it always feels like that for me. That's very annoying. And after your third blood withdrawal, after the third time that you took the blood, you are free to go. Then they're like, congratulations, and jubilation. At this point, I'm sure you would be most likely famished, okay? So just go and eat. For me, I don't go home straight away. I go to the cafeteria. Remember, my backpack is loaded with food. I just take myself there, sit down, and fill my tummy. This one, there's a rumble in my tummy going boom, 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 boom. It seems like I am hungry. I go there, I fill my tummy up, drink to my fill, and then I have the boldness and the courage and the capacity and the strength and the will to live and to go on. The result comes out within a few days, and if it doesn't come out on time, no need to worry, you can always call them, but nonetheless, they're still going to tell you what the outcome is. If it has the traces of gestational diabetes in it, you are in safe hands. Don't worry, okay? I think they have this whole process of injecting yourself and just being on the clock and minding what you eat and what you drink and all the process. But you're safe, okay? Your baby will be fine. You just take care of yourself, mama. Everything will actually go well, okay? If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up, like it, share, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to like. Thank you so much for watching, and happy blood work. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye. Bye. See you.